So, what is it that I can do for you that you can already do for yourselves? Or ourselves, because I'm already a part of this. Put more asses in seats. That's it. I can put more asses in the seats across the league. Just give me the East Coast. Just a try. Not try. Just as a trial. Because the manner actually it would have to be because I must tell you that I was born in Mississippi, raised in Louisiana, and I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. I'm a Covenant House kid. So I've been to Covenant House and lived in Covenant House. Graduated high school while living in Covenant House in Fort Lauderdale at 733 Breakers Avenue. And while living at 1111 Lovett Avenue and working at the Westin Hotel in the sports bar Shuckers, I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps in 1988, 9-ish, something like that. Yeah. Um, all pieces of a mysterious pie, this mystery pie that I'm sure will taste ever so sweet once we all partake. My what I call heritage, and one of the items that I just brought to your attention was my life at Covenant House. Um, Having, as I said, lived and graduated high school there while on Fort Lauderdale, out on the strip. Um, I saw a lot of energy and life, and I love that place. It is my charity. That's the key point. That's my charity. That is the second chance that I get back to, would give back to, will give back to. If I were to specifically state what my marketing plan is or my strategy, um, and be questioned about it, and it be broken down and analyzed and stuff like that, I'll say, no worries. I'll just take everything to Ron and we'll just blow it up from the team. Um, However, I know that um, without stepping on anyone's toes about marketing or strategies or anything else like that, that my being a part of what makes things work as a decision maker is beneficial to everyone. I worked at America Online for 4 years. Wow. um, AOL. Wow. Uh, when I was going in high school, to get a job at my high school when you got out, working for Merrill Lynch or IBM was it. That was it. That was it. To get your broker's license and to be able to be Billy Badass selling stocks was it. Unless you're, like super smart coding computers and stuff like that. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. The guys who were really smart, who knew how to work and utilize computers at school, had chicks. Excuse me, I'm dating myself with that term. Had girls, the girls that liked them. Uh, right alongside the athletes. Guys like myself who strove for the money and wanted the money, power, respect. But option sells and the Academy of Finance and the stock market game. We were a bit too preoccupied to have girls because we were trying to focus on the money that wasn't it wasn't really real money yet. So we just had this great imagination, and I think that taking that route was the best route for myself. Great imagination, because it takes imagination to build a sport. It takes imagination to make a three-point line. It takes imagination to have a red, white, and blue ball. It takes imagination to be entertainment. Sports is X's and O's. Philosophy, Phil Jackson, theory, things like that. Sports entertainment, that which is the embodiment of ABA, it was a WWE of its time. You see how little kids look at Raw, so I'm like, rah! It's like, yes. And when we affect the crowd that way, then we are bringing them a quality of life experience, something far outreaching the mundane that's in their day-to-day, or even watching television. They can touch it, feel it, see it, and come back to life. When I say come back to life, I mean come back to something that is organic. There's no cut, there's no that, there's that. It's not cut, chop, and paste together. It is really there. And that is what I know. My psyche, my mind bend is on when it comes to ABA basketball. I believe in the youth. I believe even more so that the key component of what I am bringing to the sport when the revenue, when the money starts coming in, because I don't believe in free. I believe in opportunity. I believe in taking chances, risk, reward, those things. I do not believe in free. It's hard. It's very, very difficult. When, even if you love someone freely, they don't appreciate it. So how much more so do people really appreciate free things, free material? They don't. So that's the first part of my program. The second part of that is I have a belief that the philosophy of a second chance league that we are, it's not to be slept on. It's not to be taken as some mundane, minimalist, and at the same time, I still get to make some money. It's not, it should never be that as well, either. Never be that either. This is a perfect place to take spoiled boys who are now young men, growing to manhood, who still have families, and educate them as well on strategies that's more than X's and O's, that puts money in their pockets, if not more so and safer than, obviously, than any hustle that they can get messing around with any other business entity, because they have become a part of the community in perpetuity. I'm here to help enhance style of living, the way of life of the players whom I work with. And when in fact that positive vibe emulates from them after a season or two and some more well-placed decisions, then they can pass it on to the other players that they play with, work with, and it's more than just a photo op and giving back to the community when they say those type of words to kids in school. Okay? If you're interested in the least bit in making the ABA a little bit more, yeah, that's me. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I breathe for. I would love to come and throw my 50 cent in the sports entertainment value of ABA basketball. My name is Delshon Prejean, aka London, and hopefully you have been entertained. Good night.